Women crushing it Wednesday, they feeling undefeated. Queens of the ring like Christine is. If you get in the ring with Christine, you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not to be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. Love is in the air. We all have our red on, our red lipsticks, and our red clothes because, you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. How are my girls doing this evening?
Doing good. Krista,
it's
a lot going on today.
Woo! We're going to touch it all. We're going to touch it all. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to Kush with a C, who does our intro, and Arte de Tere that usually does our videos. But I was a little busy. So, yeah, you know, there was some little homemade thumbnail and some little
But you know, people love that video. They love that video. So maybe we should do one like that every week. Like, hey.
I think so. You know what? Seriously. Yeah. So Nika, you do one for next week. Crystal, you do one for the following. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah.
And we could just have her make them for like when we have guests on.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Perfect. Let's do it. I don't think anybody will argue with that.
How you doing? I'm sorry.
We've got a great show tonight. But for the gentlemen and the ladies. Like I said, Valentine's Day is around the corner. You have like a day and a half, 2 days, to get your gifts, to be nice. You know, if you're not nice throughout the whole year, which you should be, but just a little reminder, do something nice for your sweetheart. You know, if you don't have a sweetheart, do something nice for yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So let's get started. We didn't have a show last week. My gym, we were at the Golden Gloves. I'm so proud of all my little babies because we only have 2 elites, but the rest of them are novice. They're coming up, you know, through the ranks, and we've started with them since the beginning. And we have amazing coaches. We have amazing boxers. They listen. So we did win 2 team trophies. For the most novice wins and the most amateur something. I don't know. And not that I didn't pay attention, but I forgot. I did pay attention.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very grateful.
That's an accomplishment there in the Texas, eh?
Oh, it is. There's so much competition in Texas. I tell you. Yeah. Just in our LBC, you know, it's just crazy, but you know, it is. So I'm very proud of everybody involved. That's for sure. But I wanted to talk about, ladies. So Crystal had mentioned before the show that she's looking at the calendar and looking at, you know, fights to go to and so on and so forth. And most of the stuff is happening on the other side of the world with Uncle Turkey, you know. And speaking of him, you know, Canelo, we just saw reports that there's a 4-fight deal that he signed, you know, for Riyadh season. Crystal, what are your thoughts about that?
Canelo have that authority. He can move the pin right to wherever he want to go. They say he the face of boxing, and I can't deny that. He have a tremendous career. So I get it. The only thing I don't like with the whole situation is everything going to the Saudi Arabia. I don't want it to go over there. I need some stuff here in the States. And the States have supported Canelo thus far. Why take him away? Yeah. Let's not do that. I don't like that at all.
That's true. Nika, a lot of people were criticizing Canelo's next opponent, William Skull, because they haven't heard of him. But he is the mandatory. What are your thoughts when you hear some of the criticism of the masses on this William Skull?
I mean, everybody has a right to feel how they want to feel about things, but I honestly feel like Canelo does not give a fuck. He don't give a fuck what you think. He don't care. Okay, so that's his mandatory. That's who he's gonna fight, and that's that. ain't nothing we could do about it. So either you're just gonna like it or you're not, but you're not gonna do anything about it. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, they're still watching.
yeah, you're gonna still watch or you're not. You're either gonna watch it or you're not. But it's
Yeah.
not gonna make Canelo feel no kind of way whatsoever.
Yeah. That's true, and to me, it's kind of a slap in the face for William Skull. See, the thing is this: there's a lot of boxers out there that are badass, but maybe, and I'm not saying this is a situation with him, but I'm just going to speak in general that maybe their promoter is not pushing them or promoting the right way. Maybe the manager doesn't have the right connections to get TV time. Maybe they're not able to go to the conventions, and rally for their boxers. So there's a lot of variables here. Just because we on the outside have not heard of this guy does not mean that he's not worthy of this fight with Canelo.
But the thing is, one time people didn't know who Canelo was. Like, that
Right.
you have to, be presented to the world. Yeah.
It's
so.
true. It's true.
There was one time I never uttered the word Canelo. So it's like, yeah, we got to give these fighters a chance. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's not going he don't care what we think. That's his fight and he's going to fight.
Absolutely. And he can, like Crystal said, I mean, he's the one that moves the pin. He's the one that calls the shots, whether we like it or not. And we can argue about it. He is the face of boxing right now because he is calling the shots and people want him. They want to fight him for that payday, and to challenge themselves.
And to be fair, it's not only Uncle Tech, because Eddie Hearn have a lot of UK things happening over there with the matchroom. That's what I'm seeing in the schedule. I'm not seeing a lot of anything happening over here.
That's true. You're right. Absolutely. He's kind of cock blocking, if we could say. Just saying. But then, we're hearing, there was the rumors about Crawford, Canelo, and then here comes Jake Paul, on the scene, putting up this stuff that it was a contract, this and that, which it wasn't a contract necessarily. I think it was a NDA. And then we hear he is going to fight Bud. It is going to happen, and it's going to happen after Skull. And then in my mind, I was thinking maybe is Canelo taking this fight as a tune-up to prepare for Bud? Because honestly, I don't know Skull's style yet. I need to look it up. But what are y'all thinking? Do y'all think that he's taking this fight as a tune-up?
Yeah, it was a tune-up fight.
I mean, it's a mandatory, so you have to do it, right?
Yeah, it is.
But
like mandatory is such a funny, because you're right. He is a mandatory. But the powers that be, they can do what they want, and we can make someone a mandatory that's not necessarily a mandatory. It happens all the time, unfortunately, and I just, people are gonna say whatever. But
was it the WBC just this last week say that Bud have to make a decision also whether he will fight Fundora or not?
Yes.
So will we see Bud prior to September? I'm not sure.
That was going to be my next question. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he's going to do something in between until September?
I don't think so. And if I was him, I think he's just putting on that weight and feeling comfortable with it, and he has a long time from here to now to be able to walk around with that weight and feel it out.
He's been walking around 180 stuff for a while.
Yeah, he's not as small as people think he is. A lot of people think that Canelo's just gonna be so much bigger. I mean, no. I mean, they're about the same size. It's just Canelo looks broader on TV.
Everybody's
what they call him more thick.
Frame is different, so
he be more thick.
Yeah. There you go.
Chalky.
You said he's thick.
Yeah, like
he's thick. He thick on that Mexican meat. He's thick.
That's a pause. That's a pause. Oh wait, so you have the down. Oh, Krista. Okay. All right, thank you, Mark Nash TV. We appreciate it. Let me read your donation and your super chat. Please match my donation to support the show. Yes, I heard the man.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mark.
very much. We
Thank you
appreciate it.
so much, Mark. We appreciate you so much. We really do. We need to have you back on the show. That was great. Um, yeah, it's so he's really not that much bigger. I mean, he's not. I mean, I think honestly, he might be just a teeny bit taller than Canelo. I don't know. I mean, I've stood next to
Canelo
both
is
of them.
5'7", 5'7", 5'8".
Canelo is?
I believe so, and I believe
Oh, then Bud is definitely taller. Yeah,
Bud
because
is 5'8".
yeah, that's what I said.
He's
Little
5'8".
tinge, because standing next to them both, I was kind of like trying to, size them up a little bit on the height. And yeah, I mean, I was like, no, but a little bit taller. You're a little bit taller. He is. So I mean, I'm down. If they end up fighting in Vegas, excuse me,
Bless you.
I'm down, honey. Y'all are gonna see me in the place.
Yeah, well, his last, not his last fight, but the big fight with Spence is when we all like met each other for the first
Yes.
time.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was
I
a
thought
Gonna be a
that's another
July.
cool day because that's the first time I met both of you ladies.
Yes, in person. Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
July 29, I believe.
Yeah, July.
Yeah.
Well, we won't forget that date. You know, and I'm not going to take anything away from Jake Paul as far as pushing the envelope with some of the women fighters that he wants to push the envelope with, and like putting them on a huge pedestal. Like, kudos to them. Kudos to Jake for that. But it is kind of to me, I thought, him making all the videos and saying what he said, he's not going to be able to push Canelo into doing anything he doesn't want to do. He's not. Oh,
All right, so ding ding. Wait, I'm waiting for the ding ding. Before I read it, did you do the bell, Crystal? Do the
Do
bell.
what?
Bell.
I do.
yes, yes, yes.
I can't hear it. Do you hear it? Maybe that's my sound. All right. Well, thanks again, Mark Nash. We appreciate it. Says Canelo is fighting to get 2-time undisputed, and they'll promote it as 2-time undisputed versus 2-time undisputed in the full 4-belt era. Also, Bud will get what he promised by Turkey, a chance for 3 times undisputed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's exciting. I think we're in exciting times right now. We really, really are. And then we're excited too, as fans of Tiara. She's been on the show many, many times, that finally, she and Skye are gonna go head to head March 22nd in Australia. Nika, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I really feel it's like a quick turnaround for Tiara, and they're trying to catch her slipping. So I'm not shocked at how quick she's fighting right now, and I'm pretty sure it was like not at the best terms, or she was gonna look like she was ducking if she didn't take it. So, but she wants this fight, and she feels like she's gonna beat her. So I'm glad that she finally got it, but I know it's not like in the best
Situation.
I don't want to get started. And then I seen a flyer. I don't know who made that flyer, so I don't want to like accuse anybody. But the flyer that I saw, it looked like Tiara was. I mean, Skye was fighting somebody else other than Tiara. Like Tiara was standing behind Skye.
Right.
Oh, I don't like that flyer. I already see the play. So
Yeah. I did notice that too. Crystal, what are you thinking about this fight? Do you think it's too soon after Tiara's last fight?
Do I think it's too soon? I think after speaking to Tiara, she says she stay ready. So she stay in the gym. So I don't see, do I think it is preferable for any boxer to fight that soon? No. However, in order for her to get her opportunity, that's what she have to do. And I commend her for doing that. I commend her 100% for taking that risk upon herself to prove to the world who she is.
Yeah, and going to Skye's backyard. So regardless of whatever obstacle she has in front of her per se, she's ready and she wants it, and I commend her for that too. She's amazing. She really is. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And then, we
This is
have
her mom
Virgil.
right here.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Hi, Miss Porter, Miss Pointer. She said, "Hello, ladies."
Her
She's
mama.
absolutely ready. Ready. This is her mom right here.
I know she is. Yes. Yeah, she is. I know she is. And we support 100%. Absolutely. Hello, Miss Sharon. Um, and then we have Virgil Ortiz, and I call him Madro.
Madam.
Oh, Madrimo.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanna touch on this a little bit. Oh, look at Mark Nash again. You got your bell
Yeah,
ready, Crystal?
I can't hear her when she do it. Okay,
There
there we
she
go.
goes.
There we go. Thanks, Mark Nash. Again, let's go, Tiara. She has the tools to be Sky. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you so much, Mark. Yes, she does. She absolutely does. Love that comment. Um, so I want to touch on that because, Mad, his last opposition was Bud.
August 3rd, 2024.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Crystal knows.
Crystal remembers
Don't.
the
Hey, anytime you need somebody to do a boxing trivia and you need a good teammate, and it has to do especially with Bud, this is the woman right here.
Yeah.
This is the woman right here. Yes, and so now he's facing Virgil, and I ask both of y'all because Virgil has had his situations, his health situations, and his last fight was an all-out war, and some people said maybe it could have gone the other way too. Maybe it should have been a draw. I'll start with you, Crystal. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
I think it's a great matchup. I look forward to an exciting fight, actually. I think Virgil will bring out that offense that he do. He like to be very active, as long as he make it past the scale, because we see that before as well, right? But I think that he will bring some activity that perhaps we don't see with Bud and Madrimov last year. So if Virgil is coming in here fearless, as he say he will, perhaps we will see a lot more offense from him, and potentially he can get caught. Madrimov is strong. He is very strong-handed. So it is very possible that Madrimov can catch him, just like Mr. Lopez say right here. It is very possible. And I don't know what he punch resistance will be at this point after going through the health conditions he's been through. So these are all considerations to make. And Madrimov, to be fair, he don't take a lot of beating before. So how much can he take? I don't know. I'm not sure what type of chin he have.
Yep. Nika,
Look,
what
I
do you
have to
think?
agree with everything she just said, and then too with the comments too. Like, Mr. Lopez right here. I think this is what's gonna happen. I'm sorry, because myself Ortiz, he says he is tricky, and they were just trying to downplay him as a fighter because he was fighting Bud. So they and then you know how that the shit talking went. So they was trying to downplay Manjamal, but I really think. I mean, like Krista said, is he gonna get past the scale? Like, I don't even know if I want to get excited about this fight, to be honest, until like the day after, like right after the weigh-in. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. All right. Okay. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. Thank you, HLD. Says a panel of 3 beauties, and my eyes are on you. They say styles make fights, and yours are unmatched too. Happy Valentine's Day to the most dynamic voices on YouTube. Hope your special day is as fire as you. Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you so much.
Super sweet.
That
Super
was so
sweet.
Oh, that was so nice. All right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. No, the thing is this, yeah. I think that it is it's 50-50 because I say 50-50 because I know Virgil and he's like, I don't want to say he's my guy, but I mean, he's from over here, but this is a really tough fight. This is a really, really, really tough fight. And he did get hit a lot his last fight. And like I said, a lot of people said it could have gone either way. It could have been a draw, it's a scary situation, but to me, these kind of fights are exciting. They're super exciting.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like, and I want to ask y'all too. In my opinion, I think Virgil has more to lose if he does lose this fight. What do y'all think? Who has more to lose in this fight?
I, for me, it would be Virgil because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the people that I follow. Everybody's like pro Virgil, so I feel like we've been giving him chance after chance, like as far as like the health stuff. So I feel like if we do one more time, everybody's gonna be like, you know what, that's it. We'll see you when we see you. So
Yeah.
that's why I feel like
Yeah.
he has more to lose. Majimov, a lot of people are not. I like on this panel. I feel like we feel like, well, maybe Crystal and I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We so I don't know.
Krista, who has more to lose?
So what happened if Virgil go out there and knock Madrimov out? Now Madrimov is nothing in the world because everyone believe already he nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if
they said it
Madrimov,
when he fought Bud. Yeah.
they already think he nothing because
Yeah.
Bud was cherry picking, Bud was doing this, whatever.
Cherry picked so bad, so that's why they were downplaying Majimov.
Yeah.
But he's
And then,
not.
yeah, look. But they haven't said anything about that because the Virgil's fighting him. They haven't said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and there are others. Well, we'll see.
If Virgil lose, he's still a big deal in the Dallas area, right? He will still get some fights out there, just like Munguia get the fights in Mexico.
Yeah.
He will still get
And
some
see,
fights.
that's the thing. It's like, I think there's nothing worse. And I mean, it happens, and I'm not trying to like discredit anyone, but there's nothing worse than tasting and feeling the big stage on TV and then going back as a club fighter. That's just like, oh.
And then to get knocked out on that platform like Munguia
Mark,
do.
Mark cashed his paycheck today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry. Yep. Nika,
Okay, now here. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm delayed. Am I delayed? Maybe I'm delayed. It's thanks Mark Nash TV says please speak on Berinchy and Davis and himself.
That's
all
next.
his parents was racist. All will Davis be too emotional and make a mistake? Oh, we're gonna talk about that. Yes.
Oh, that's next. Trust me. That's next. We just, this is just
We're
the
building it up.
appetizer.
We're
We're
building it
getting
up.
to the carne real soon. Yeah. So the reason why I said Virgil is just for that fact, because people already said that Madrimov was already nobody. They're not saying it this time,
Yeah.
but Virgil, to me, if he loses, he will have to like take some huge steps backwards. Madrimov, he wins, man. He's just been elevated and pushed up, pushed up to be a
how
real.
far will he get pushed up though?
Well, I
I'm not
think
seeing a huge push up if he beat
I'm saying,
Virgil.
for me, in the eyes
Yeah,
of
me neither, to be honest.
Madrimov, in the eyes of the masses, like, okay, we didn't think that he could give Crawford anything. He did. We didn't think that he could beat Virgil, or we thought Virgil could beat him. Whatever. He's proven twice, if he wins, that he is a good contender. He is somebody to look out for. That even if they use him as a gatekeeper, he's going to give people hell. And I think people are going to start recognizing his name if he beats Virgil, and he's going to be pushed up a little bit. That's what I think, in my opinion, especially with all the people that are just sitting back watching boxing, Can't even read. But that's just my opinion. But I know everybody has been wanting us to touch on the Keyshawn Davis and Berinchy, and we're going to do that. And Nika, I want you to start with your thoughts when you first saw it and what you thought, and so on and so forth, and Crystal, and then I'll interject.
So I think like naturally when I first saw it, I just went with whatever Keyshawn said, who sent them the stuff, like the bananas and the watermelon. So he said it was Berinchy, then that's who I initially thought it was. and it was very disgusting. So, you know, in my head, I was just like, oh, what a disgusting racist fighter. And my, you know, see, this is how we, we prejudge and we go off of like what we, impulse, what we see. So then as the day went on, I saw that Tio posted a video of him eating a banana and playing the video of Keyshawn like addressing it. So then I'm just like, is Tio being like Mr. Me Too and wants to like steal some shine from him and make it seem like it's him? But you know, he's been saying racist shit already, so that's already on him. So now I'm thinking Tio did it. So that's where I'm at with it right now. And if it was him, I'm not surprised because I feel like he's a piece of shit. He's disgusting racist. So I'm not shocked. And I don't feel like we should reward him with big money fights. He should not even be fighting. So I get everybody trying to like promote themselves, but like all these fighters like using racism, because that's what it is. It's racism. It's not shit talking. It's not promoting. It's racism to promote fights or get fights is disgusting. So
yeah. But before we go on to Crystal and anybody in the chat that wants to comment, we have another ding ding ding. And HLD, I love you. I mean, I appreciate you, but I can't like this because Michaela, she's innocent.
He's Keyshawn Juicy Smoothie Davis, top ranked with another unnecessary paint gate. They're all in it on it, but poor Denny's Berinchy, just like Michaela. So this is allegedly, this is what HLD feels like. Top rank is using this as a script, and they're doing. But I don't know. I feel like that's Tio. I feel like it's Tio. And you are a Tio fan, so you're not gonna agree with me, HLD. So,
Crystal, what are your thoughts when you saw it, and what was you thinking?
So even before I see this, let me back up for a second, just because I need to highlight this moment. Keon Davis said yesterday, there's no love on Valentine's Day. He handing out ass kickings only. And I think that was the greatest line I hear for a long time. That was wonderful. I love it. And DB3, Keon, Kelvin, and Mr. Businessman Keyshawn himself, I wish them only the best this weekend, truly. What I see this morning was absolutely disgusting. When it first happened, I have to agree with Nika. I just assumed that Berinchy and he team, they likely do this. The room number on there, everything is right there. And I agree with Keyshawn when he was telling him, now it's personal. This is ugly business. This not even like trash, like you say, trash talking or anything like this. This is beyond that. And it's not awesome. It's not okay. So now throughout the day, we see the Teofimo, and that made me disgusting even more when he eating his banana and laughing like he laughed like he a clown in the circus. Remember when he walked out to the circus situation? That's what he is acting like now, and I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. He mocking the sport that I love, and I don't appreciate it at all. Not in the slightest bit. Please don't what they say, don't bite the hand who feed you. Boxing been feeding you and your family for many years. Why are you making a mocking of this situation? I don't understand. I hate that. Now you take it to another level, and the peoples don't like it either. So let's not do that. Let's be professional. Keyshawn, I will say, he cut his hair. Look at that businessman. He looks sharp today.
Yeah, he looked like a businessman.
So sharp. He looked like he grew up a little bit. He looked more mature. I'm ready for a spectacular event when they fight this weekend.
Yeah. I like to think I self-proclaimed person that can read people a little bit, and I really believed when I first saw Keyshawn in Berinchy's face, I really did. He just really did look surprised, like really caught off guard, in my opinion. Maybe he was nervous. I don't know, but that's just what I saw. And his coach was like, you know what, that's Keyshawn's problem. He's gonna have to deal with it. I'm not gonna say that things like that don't happen. I mean, if anyone, remember Maurice Hooker when he fought Terry Flanagan in Manchester. When he walked into the arena, they were throwing monkeys at him. You know, he didn't talk about it so much,
Monkeys or
but
bananas?
I'm sorry.
They were throwing bananas, right?
No, they were throwing little stuffed monkeys.
Stuffed monkeys.
Yes, at Maurice Hooker. So I will never deny that there's not that racism or those tactics that people use to get into people's head. I will not say that. But one thing that I've noticed, you know, and y'all have noticed too, I'm sure, you know, over the last months, you know, and particularly these last few weeks, is that Tio has been such a pick me. You know, he wants to have his name or his something in everything, and he's been making these outrageous videos and this, you know, and he, you know, I wish I could say, just like with the Michaela Mayer situation and the Sandy Ryan, I wish I could say that where the athletes are staying and their teams are staying is a secret. It's not a secret. If you want to know where somebody is and you want to know what floor they're on or what room number, you can find that out, you know. So do I believe that Tio would not do something like that? Honestly, I think he had something to do with it if he wasn't the one to do with it. He's just been so in everybody's face. And the guy, Berinchy, he honestly looked like he had no idea what Keyshawn was talking about.
Yeah, he did. He did. He kind of did. It was Tio, man. It was Tio. And I want him to fuck around and find out so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
Just, he needs some fuck around and find out. Like, he really does. He's I'm not wishing anybody harm on anybody. I'm just saying if it happened,
no,
I would not be mad.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, I have I have boxers that, as y'all do, as everybody in the chat does, that we just really truly support, and we really like them, we admire them, we like the way they fight, whatever. But then, you know, there comes a point where it's like, you know, can I support this person anymore? Like, okay, we're supposed to stay out of people's personal lives, and people make mistakes every now and then, this and that. But when people are blatantly doing things, you know, that are just disgusting, I personally cannot support that, you know, and I'm not better than anybody. I'm not saying that I am holier than thou. I just personally can't support that. You know, what are y'all's thoughts? You know, yeah, we all have our favorites, but do we support them till the wheels fall off, no matter what they do?
No. It come a point where sometimes you just gotta stop supporting people. There's a point, and Tio, he's been out, like he's been a clown to me since day one. I already saw he was a clown, and it hasn't changed. I was right. He's a clown, so he needs to stay where he was. I don't need him in boxing. He's
well, he is meant to fight in the Alcatraz. That's the new rumor, right?
Yeah,
and I
he
see someone.
He needs to stay locked up in there when the fight is over.
I see someone say that.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Yeah, that he's in talks with Uncle Turkey, like everybody, and yeah, that's the talk. So we'll.
They need to lock him right up in there when the fight is over.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, people using racism now for promoting fights or trying to get a fight. We cannot make this a trend. We cannot make it a trend.
No, we can't. We can't make it a trend. I mean, I like I said, I'm no prude or anything like that, but some things are just too much. I think that's too much. I hate when people talk about, you know, people's wives, you know, appearances or you know, the kids. Like, let's just keep that out of there. Like, for what? Like, I don't know. But then again, maybe I am a prude. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
you know,
that's being a decent human. Like,
we're also seeing talks of, you know, Rolly and Ryan Garcia. You know, Ryan's another one that's been a little despicable lately. You know,
a lot.
Well, a lot despicable lately, and you know, and there was a time when I was just like, man, this kid, like, yes, I support him, and yes, you know, I feel sorry for him, yada yada yada. but they dig their own graves. They dig their own holes, in my opinion. You know.
I don't feel bad for people that dig their own graves. When you dig in so deep, you're gonna fall in, and I'm just gonna be over there minding my business, drinking my water.
Yeah, yeah, and we just kind of sit back and watch the train wreck.
Yeah,
and I think, you know, God forbid, but it just seems like that's where they're headed. You know, those two guys, Tio and Ryan, they're headed straight smack into the wall. You know, um, we'll see. We shall see. Crystal, what was some of the other things that you've been seeing? I mean, there've been so much stuff going on in boxing. What are some of the other things that you've noticed and wanted to talk about?
I'm not good at that social media. You know that. I'm not sure what
Neither
else.
one of us are. We're like, Nika, what do they mean?
but I haven't
Nika, what
even
are they
been on there
talking
like that.
about?
So that's the thing. I have not been on there like that. So I don't even know. Like today, I just was going there trying to catch up with everything. So I've been chilling because the less I'm on there, the less I have to like argue with trolls, and it's been
Right.
very peaceful. Not arguing with people. So
I
saw all the things with like Keyshawn. I'm like trying to cram everything in, like so I could know what I was talking about. But
I think I want to touch on this just a little bit without going too deep. You know, something I saw a few things on there too where there were some people saying that Keyshawn was lying about even receiving, that at his door. You know, that really pissed me off. And maybe it shouldn't have pissed me off, but it did piss me off because you could see the genuine, you know, anger, that he had. I mean, he's a lot of things. He has a lot of talent, but I mean, is he gonna win a freaking Academy Award for Best Actor? You know what I'm saying? It's like that really upset me that people were saying that he was lying,
Well, you have the proof right there, right? You have the box. I guess he can make it himself if he truly want to, but why would he do that? I don't believe that. I think that no, I think truly someone delivered that to Europe.
Yeah, and let's think about his team, okay? His team, they are classy, they are respectable. They, as he and his brother, like, come on. Like, who thought that would be a good idea? Like, come on. I don't know. It was kind of like, ugh, when I saw some of the tweets about that.
I can see you being a do we need to put him on there?
See, but look, drama does sell, but racism,
it does.
We don't need the racism. That's
no, but they're gonna
drama.
anything that they're gonna say, anything that they're gonna say or do, they're gonna do it in your face. They're gonna say what they need to say. Like, Keyshawn has never been one to shy away from saying how he feels. He's not going to do some sneaky stuff like that, in my opinion. And the whole team. They're gonna tell you. You've heard Bomac. He's gonna tell you. I don't know. It was just stupid to me. Nika, what is some of the other things that were just like irking you a little bit and that you saw?
Yeah, I'm trying to see that irked me. That was enough right there to irk me for the like. Yeah, that irked me. I'm trying to think because I haven't really been on social media like that. I really haven't. I've been chilling. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up with all like the. Damn, I'm trying to think.
I mean,
no, so Amanda and Clarissa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He congratulated her, and then Clarissa was just like, "Okay, that was dry, but thank you." And I see everybody making a big deal out of it. So, some people think Clarissa is like doing the most, but I feel like she might know her out of like, well, we don't know. People know what nasty things people do behind the scenes. So maybe she has a reason why she's saying that. But that's why she gets a bad rap and nobody likes her because she just says what she feels. And that's like me. That's why I kind of like feel connected with her like that.
Yeah.
But I really don't think people should get so mad that she like express herself like that. I think.
No, I hear what you're saying. We got it. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, wait. Okay, damn right. Hold on. Let me go to all the thing because I'm trying to keep up.
Mark got a
Because
bonus
it
at
doesn't
work.
pop up. All right. Sorry, Mark. Okay. Thank you, Mark. You're making me
Thank you
read.
so much.
Of course, a racist will say he sent it to himself. Yeah.
Yeah, of course the racist will
Right,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I definitely agree
Why
with
would he
that.
do that? Like, seriously, why would he do that? Like, to me, he don't need to do stuff like that to sell a fight. Like, he had a great showing the last time. It's like a sold out place.
Mhm.
If the place was bigger, they would have sold it out even more. So he don't
Yeah.
need to do stupid stuff like that to promote himself. I feel like he came out there being a businessman. Like, he's trying to look the part that he's selling. He's, businessman. He came out there in a suit and everything. He ran his business. So he don't need
I
to.
think he looked handsome, regardless of all this other bullshit. The lad looked handsome today. He looked so mature. He looked like a businessman, and he presented himself like a businessman. What can't you respect about that?
Yeah, exactly. That's true. So I don't know if the greatest says don't defend that trash. You just made up a reason nowhere to justify her behavior. No,
No,
I don't
because
know if you're
we
talking
don't
about.
know what. No, I did not make that reason up to justify her behavior. I don't feel like she did anything wrong. If she knows her, they know each other personally. I don't know her personally, and I don't know Clarissa personally. So that's just my opinion. I don't feel like you know her enough to say I made some shit up. Please, to excuse. I don't. If she felt that way, she felt it was dry. They might have some underlying issues, like
Yeah,
conversation. That's how
that's what
she
I was
felt. Y'all
thinking.
get so
That's what
professional
I
and stuff
read
like that.
into
Like,
it.
y'all a grown ass
I read into it. I read into it like that. Like I don't know their relationship either. I read into it like that too because I know somebody did mention, and I'm not saying Clarissa's right. I'm not saying that Amanda's right. I'm just saying someone had mentioned that usually Amanda has these long paragraphs when she's talking to people about congratulating them and this and that, and then Clarissa and they've had some words. They've had some things even on social media. And so for whatever reason, Clarissa obviously knows Amanda outside, obviously.
Yes,
And
we
we
don't
don't
know
know what was going
that.
on.
We
And she
don't know
thought,
that. I know I don't know her. I don't know
yeah.
either one of them. And I know y'all, the person who said that, you don't know her neither. So it's like, if she felt it was dry and they had a conversation about it, she felt it was dry.
And you know what? The greatest, he said the underlying issue is that Amanda is called the greatest and Clarissa doesn't like it. You know, there are people that call her the greatest. Absolutely. And nobody can take away Amanda's accolades at all. And then Clarissa, self-proclaimed, and other people call her as well. She started the name, quote, nobody can take away her accolades either. Both of them in their own right have accomplished amazing things. And I want to celebrate both of them. I want to celebrate both women. As far as who's better than what's who, they have their own different accomplishments, and maybe that is the reason why. Maybe that is why she said it. I don't know.
If she felt like she had a reason to say it, I don't think we should like bash her for it, but whatever. Because I know when I be going off on Twitter, there's a reason why sometimes, and then people don't know why. I be like, wow,
Wait. I want to address Jason. So Bud said, I'm going to get all those burritos out of you, boy. Okay, so there's a video, but the whole video wasn't played because the Benavides brothers also were talking about fried chicken and stuff before that. Like this was not just a one-way street. It went back and forth. It was.
Let's be mad about
This was in 2018 with Jose Benavides.
Yes.
I remember very clearly
Yes.
what happened here. And so
Yeah.
when Jose Benavides is being disrespectful toward Bud and his family,
Yes.
this is when he say what he said regarding to the burritos. But I promise you that Bud do not start that. And I also promise you after it was over that Bud was respectful. So therefore, this is nothing to say disrespectful towards Bud. What do you say here?
Yeah.
Red said.
Coach Red, he said, y'all told me not to Bud name out your mouth. Jason.
Yeah. I already tell this to Jason. So Jason need to read my comment. I already tell to him. Keep the lad name out your mouth if you don't know what you're talking about, right? Because if you're not careful, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I mean, there's always two sides to the story. We gotta look at the whole thing, you know. That's true. Point is, Mexicans don't complain about it like Keith Thurman as well. I mean, some do, some don't. You know,
Well,
I
my
don't like
point is,
it.
my
I'm
point
Mexican.
is
I
racism
don't like
should be
it.
used in boxing. Period. Like to promote yourself, nothing. I don't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just.
Yeah, and we're not gonna support either side. We don't like racism. Period. Like not Mexicans, blacks, whites, Asians, Europeans, whatever. We don't like it. We don't like it at all. Um, so the greatest of Amanda congratulated everyone that won that night with a short one-line post. Yeah, you know, I mean, I didn't see that. Then yeah, then there should no harm, no foul. You know, but when obviously there's something there. There's something there. We don't know what it is, you know, and I don't really want to read into it too much, but you know, it is what it is. HLT.
Okay, HLD says she fight a 42-year-old with 5 wins. But let me tell you, Danielle put on a little bit of a fight here.
She did.
Don't just
She
lay
did
down,
great. She
right?
did great. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She put on a great fight, and Danielle, even though like I said, most people didn't know her, she had in amateur boxing and up through the ranks, the people, the boxing heads that are involved, they knew who she was. She won women's worlds, and it's great. Jamel Hassan, I'm sorry for missing in on the show. Twitter been trying me. We seen that, champ. You know, keep your head up. You know, like we said before, we know there's always two sides to every story, and I'm not judge or jury. So I appreciate you jumping on. Let me see. Oh, and Anthony Erickson said, Clarissa says she'll never lose to Mexicans. Well, so far she hasn't. And then they're still talking about this. I'll never lose to a white boy. They didn't complain when Bernard said that, or Haney. You know what? They did lose to white. Well, Bernard did, but yeah. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is.
Justify.
Yeah.
And they be wanting us to say it, and then like, I don't know, confirm it.
I think you know, there's levels, and when I say there's levels, you know, like some of this stuff. Do I believe that Bernard Hopkins hates white people because he said that? No. You know, do I believe, you know, well, I don't know. I don't know about T.O. and how he feels from what his actions show. I don't know. But did I believe Bernard hated white guys? No. But, you know, or whoever said they weren't going to lose to a white guy, whatever. Do I think, I don't know how Clarissa feels about Mexicans, but she said she never lose to a Mexican. Cool. I mean, whatever, you know. If we could go on and on, I just think the bottom line and what we're talking about now is the Keyshawn thing. Do I think Berinchy put the box in front of his door? No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't.
But do you feel like he's lying about the situation? Because that's a different level as well.
Keyshawn, no.
No.
I think there was a box there. I think he was genuinely mad. I mean, you could see the genuine anger. You know, he was genuinely upset about it. And he should be. Like, you know, the thing is, they're losing weight. They're doing interviews. They're trying to get their mind right. You know, they got to make sure their family's good while they're at camp and while they're traveling around. And then some idiot does some stupid shit like this. Yeah, he was mad with just reason, you know? But do I think it's his opponent? No. Do I think his opponent took time to like really research on how to get under his skin and like what we do here maybe to be racist against somebody else? Or
that was Tim. In my opinion,
that's what I feel too. I feel that it was.
It's still unfortunate if it's Tio. I don't care who it was, it's unfortunate. But if it was truly Tio, and Tio is not just taking the blame because he wants the attention, I don't know what the situation is here. But let me say, it's still degrading to the sport that I love the most. and I don't
Right.
care for it. And I really wish
Absolutely.
they would keep all of this shit away from it, because it
Yeah.
doesn't help the sport. It make us look like a fool.
The greatest said, I think we need to ignore it from all sides or call it from all sides. Fans follow suit when the stuff happens. Honestly, if let's just think about it. If Sandy would have never, I mean, I think there's something else there, but let's just say she walks out there and somebody throws paint on her. If she would have just gone upstairs, changed her clothes, and went to the weigh-ins, she thought Michaela did it. Some fans thought Michaela did it. She would have been like, damn, the girl's not phased. Now, if Keyshawn would have seen that damn box outside his door, got it, gave it to a homeless guy outside, goes to the weigh-ins, I don't think it was his opponent, but if it was, damn, he's not phased. Tio sitting there waiting for this interview to come out so he could peel his banana and eat it and look like a clown. If it never came out like that, he would have never made that video. I can't tell people how to feel. I can't. But I will say, if we stop giving these clowns the fuel that they need to continue to be clowns, maybe we can make some changes, in my opinion. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I personally, yes, I've experienced racism. I've been called names. I've been this and that. Yes, I have. And I reacted differently depending on the situation. But if they were just like, man, fuck y'all, I don't care. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to beat your ass, and we're done.
I want to address this comment right here, though. Tony says, you guys still talking about it 10 hours later. Keep it boxing. Unfortunately, this is what happened in boxing today, so that's why we're speaking on it. We're not trying to, throw gasoline or anything on it. That's what happened in boxing today.
Yeah. And yes, you can go to other channels if you want to talk about racism. That's true. If you follow our show, you know that we do talk boxing. This is something that happened in boxing, in our boxing little world today. So we're talking about it because we do talk about the news. I'm glad that you're here tonight. If you decide you don't want to be here, that's fine too. No harm, no foul. But this is the subject of the end of the hour.
Okay, please don't get me started.
Yeah. Tony said you can leave if you don't like the show. Yeah.
I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to chill.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, before we leave, before we log off, I'm sorry, I'm still reading these comments. I've experienced racism from whites, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, Jews, and everyone you can think of. I live in New York City, where all people are there tend to have issues with race. Shoot, Texas too.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. But you know what I can say, and I'm just gonna be totally, completely honest. And I love that I'm born in the USA. I love the United States. I will say that going to other countries, they are not as racist as we are here. I can truly say that. They're really not. So, but anyway, last words before we log off. Crystal, you want to go first?
Yeah, I was just reading some comments.
Name
in it.
Like she looked like she's reading and trying to make sure.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh, I'm reading now.
Mr. Southpaw say I be not in the Chicago, so I safe. Well, I hate to break it to you, but anywhere I go, I be safe because guess what? Be careful, my lad. Be careful with your words. But anyway, I would say I appreciate everyone in the chat, even HLD and Mr. Southpaw. We may not always agree on everything, but we can be respectful. So, and everyone else who come in, yeah, he didn't know that was me. So you speaking to me like that? Come on now. Anyway, what I would like to say is thank you to everyone in the chat. I appreciate it. Everyone who tune in every week. We have some faithful followers, to be fair.
Yeah.
And let me say this about the boxing. Boxing has a long history, right? And nothing have been fair in the world of boxing ever. There's always some corruptness in the world of boxing. But if you love the sport and you truly want to make a difference, look to see how you can. Remember to do
Yeah.
what you can do to make it a better place for you. And if you don't appreciate someone, you don't have to disrespect them, right? So just ignore. You know, if you truly don't like what someone do, then stand up for yourself. That's what we have to do as a human being, right?
You know
So
I do. You know I do.
I
Yeah.
know you do. I
You
know you
know.
do.
I don't let a motherfucker play the radio. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
this
I was
weekend,
laughing because I thought you were gonna address something, but I'm glad you didn't. So
I
just
won't address anything because
okay.
I'll be a kind person.
Yeah.
I'll be a kind
You
person, and
I'm
are.
trying to be
You
like you.
really
I'm
are.
trying to be like you, girl.
I know
You
that
are.
I can be fun and I know how to have fun, but I also know what disrespectful is, and that I shall not be.
Yeah,
So,
you're good. Yeah,
um,
you really good. You are, because whew,
but
sometimes
this
I see.
weekend I'm going DB3, Keon. Well, I don't think Kelvin is fighting this weekend, but Keon and Keyshawn, you got it, my lads. I believe in both of you. And there's some other lads on the cards too. I'll be watching for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nika, last words.
I was gonna be petty, but I'm gonna follow suit, and I'm gonna be nice. Just Crystal, I don't wanna, I don't wanna mess up the energy, so I'm gonna keep it cute, and just thank everybody for coming in the chats tonight. With the comments and super chats, we appreciate them all. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it cute because I've been peaceful, and I'm gonna keep it that way. So yes, so we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, I just want to say that thanks to the chat, thanks to my girls always. Um, and like what the lady said, I mean, we don't always have to agree. We can agree to disagree and respect each other and love each other. And we're so glad for everybody that tunes in. Some people will pop in and say, you know what, this show is for me, and others will pop in and say this show is not for me. And no hard feelings. Come and go as you please. We love doing what we do. If we only had one person in the chat, we're still going to do it because you know what? We get to spend time with each other. We get to talk about our favorite sport, boxing, and we get to have a good time on a Wednesday night. So I appreciate you all and I appreciate my girls. And we will see y'all next week. And again, if you didn't get your Valentine's gifts for your ladies or your men, still have time. Still have time. Y'all have a great night.
Good
We
night.
love to love you and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.